We all saw the tragedy over at the Red Bull Scramble race. Finally got our parts. Thanks to Shaun. We got our pretend studs in here that were not the right size, but that's the only thing we could find at like an AutoZone at the exact moment. And then now we got all this brake caliper and hub all jacked up. Had a couple people tell me that I should just keep this, but I felt like that little bit of extra weight that we shaved off from scraping wasn't worth keeping, so we got a new one. Here's the tech tip. What are we tech tipping today?
Brakes.
Brake.
And torque on all your lug nuts and wheels.
Torque.
Torque.
That's
Proper
a good
torque.
idea. Yeah.
Yes.
We learned the hard way. You have to torque things correctly. And more or less, you probably should just check your work after, but yeah.
Yeah, and also, just, if it's in question, just replace it. Just replace it. We could probably get away with saving this, the whole caliper, but as bad as this has been, and if you get a good shot here on the brakes, how they've actually bent those pads, just replace it. It's not worth it.
Just replace it.
Just replace it. Go new. Be
Don't
happy.
try to save $100.
Yes.
Because you're probably going to end up spending a lot more when you got to come back in and replace everything again.
It'll be probably $100 in labor, and then you're gonna have to pay for the parts ultimately that you were gonna buy in the first place. So why do double the labor when you can just do it right the first time? New brake caliper, all OEM of course. Whole new hub. These new ones for the R's, they're really cool. You can actually buy them preset. So the whole assembly is already there, ready to go. Bearings are installed, studs are pressed, everything's done.
So what do we need a mechanic for? Just joking.
Oh, that hurts. To make sure you torque down your lug nuts, apparently. No, it's nice that they do have everything pre-assembled. So
no, that is way cool.
Yeah, it makes it easier for the everyday guy or for your mechanic, which is less money for me, but more efficient, a lot faster. And we can get you back on the racetrack or out in the desert really quickly at less cost. So
that's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
And if you go with the office, that's a win-win-win.
Win-win-win. And you can see the difference now. One rotor compared to the other there.
For some weird reason, I like this one better than that one.
I don't know.
I do like a couple walled out holes. That makes it fun, but
cool noises.
Yeah.
Those are your pins that everything slides on. You can see different angles. So none of that would have worked. Even if we replaced with new pads, we would have had to replace all that anyway. So, not even worth it. Thank you, Snap-on. 400 and something foot-pounds of torque. You gotta pull these off, unbolt them, unbolt here to give it enough play to separate from the axle, to get behind to the 4 bolts that are here, here, and then 2 on the other side. You can see here and here. Just to get those to remove and replace this hub. And then everything is splined, so when you put it back together, just rotate it nice and easy. Nothing should be forced. Back in, we put a little bit of blue Loctite, just something to hold it a little bit tighter.
Hey, if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button.
That's all fixed. The hub's on now. We're gonna go over to putting the bolts back on. We're gonna put the bolts in here, leverage it up a little bit, and we're going to replace this whole thing as quickly as possible to not drain the brake fluid, and put a rotor on, and you're done.
Boom.
So now we're hanging proper. All right, that should just push right in. Boom. More. One more. More. Squeeze it all the way. More. Nice and tight.
Toit like a toiga.
Toit like a toiga. And then you're now spline. So just come up here. Push it through. There should be a nut over there too.
It's right here on the jack.
Ah, cool.
I hide it.
What happened? I hide it.
I hided it.
About Polaris dipping their stuff in Loctite. That is dipped in Loctite.
Nice.
Yes. So they do this on their steering wheels as well. I swear they take the bolts and they just dip it in red Loctite, so it's just caked in it. I was telling him I had one, the worst one I ever had. We had 2 tie downs, the tool, and a mallet trying to get the steering wheel loose.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they get excited on the Loctite sometimes.
Basically, I'm just gonna spin this off, and we're just gonna change it as quick as possible, okay? Yeah.
Let's see how fast Shaun is right here.
Smooth as fast.
Don't fumble finger it.
Don't fumble finger or drop
Then
your
you'll
new
be
caliper.
slow. Let's see if we got a record.
I don't know about that.
Problem is, if we make you do record speed, then you're gonna fumble. You got some butterfingers.
Butterfingers. You're jinxing it right now is what's happening.
I'm just trying to put the pressure on. Oh, that's clean.
Now, these are dry, so you still need to bleed them afterwards.
Jacob's just hauling balls here.
Just go to town. Old and busted.
Old and busted here.
Careful, it'll leak.
Oh, sorry. See, that's why I don't work on shit. And then here's the new stuff. Oh, it looks so much better already.
New hotness. Old and busted.
Alright, time to breed. Oh my gosh, I cannot
Are
talk.
you gonna breed
I'm gonna
brakes?
breed brakes. No,
You
I'm gonna
breed
bleed
brakes?
some brakes. Actually, I'm not. Shaun's gonna bleed some brakes. Alright, here we go.
Alright, Mr. Jacob. So it's gonna way it's gonna work is I'm gonna open it. You're gonna press the pedal down, hold it down until I say close. When I say close, you let out the brake pedal, okay? Alright. So go ahead, go in and just push it, give it a couple pumps and push it down and hold it down, okay? There are fancier tools to do this. There are all kinds of cool stuff, but holding it down? Hold it. Hold it down.
This is just simple and easy, huh?
This is just simple, tried, true, old-fashioned, easy. Did the brake pedal go all the way to the ground?
Yep. All the way.
Hang on. Just very, very tight quarters. Okay, let it go. Pump the brake a couple times. Pump it. Your brakes are bled. Dallin's excited.
Yes! I get it right again! I was crying, but now I'm happy.
Now
Look
we're
at that.
happy.
When everything's shiny, it just makes your day.
Shepard Motorsports, German Shepard Designs, but it is now Shepard Motorsports.
Officially. What's the phone number?
503-851-4756. Facebook is still German Shepard Designs, but yeah, 503-851-4756, Shepard Motorsports.
Come get your stuff worked on. All right, wheel is on, wheel is done. We are set.